this is Kaika. Someone requested for a Kagome costume tutorial, and I figured that Kagome's top is pretty much the same as the tutorial I covered on making a school uniform top. So I think I'll be skipping the top and I'll jump straight to how to make the pleated skirt. So if you're interested, please watch on. First thing you need to do is to research for yourself what kind of pleats your character actually needs. It can go one side or you can go two ways. Don't really know if I'm describing that correctly, but yeah. So for today I'll be covering on just briefly pleats that go one side like this. Okay, first things you need, your fabric, which should roughly be around 2.5 times more than your waist length. That's the usual amount you need for a pleated skirt. And also things like chalk, marking chalk, hook and fastener, bobby pins, and your zip. Usually we use I think a 9-inch zip. Okay, first things you need to do is to measure yourself. You will need to measure your waist, secondly your hip, and thirdly you need to know the length of your skirt. So here is a big graph. A is your skirt length, your waist length. B is your hips. C is your length of the skirt. So we can skip D this time because for pleated skirt it doesn't really matter. Okay, firstly we will start by having a very long rectangle piece of cloth. Okay, something like that, and then we'll fold it up. We'll fold it into pleats, something like this. So our pleated skirt, this will be the length of the skirt. Remember to give around an inch more of edging for the hems. Actually, I think you need more than 1 inch, probably inch and a half an inch for the top and another 1 inch for the bottom. So at the ends of the skirt you can actually fold them in or something. Okay, so basically making a pleated skirt is very easy. You just need to get a very long rectangular piece of cloth. If your cloth is not long enough, just cut and sew, make them one long piece. You simply fold them into pleats, iron them when necessary, and you see these red dotted lines here. These are stitches, very loosely sewed on stitches to make life easier for you. Because one of the complaints I get regarding making pleated skirt is the pleats tend to run. So like when you're trying to sew and stuff, they all run about and then the whole skirt screws up. So one thing to make things easier for yourself is actually after you finish pleating the skirt, you just run a loose stitch over the pleat at the very top, so that when you're sewing your the waistband, you can omit the trouble of the pleats running apart. Say you have finished pleating the skirts, the next thing you will need is actually another piece of cloth, a long rectangle, this which will be your waistband. So the length of it would be how wide your waist is, and the width would be around an inch or an inch and a half. I think 2 inches is a little too much probably just 1 inch or 1.5 inches. So just show you an example. This is what it will actually look like. Open up, and this is where your hands is, the edges. So it will like fold inside and fold it in half. So even though the width of the waistband is actually 1 inch or 2 inch or 1.5 inch depending on you, the actual width of the fabric should probably be around 4 to 5 inch. Okay, so you fold it in half, you get something like that with the fabric, and like this with a bit of extra space. Okay, so what you're going to do is very simple. You are just simply going to sew on top of it. Horrible handwriting. Okay, so yep, so you run your stitches all the way. So let's say you are done with sewing the pleats and the waistband. The next thing you need to do is to sew the zip. Ta-da! Okay, so the zip, actually now the blue colored one is the front, the green one is the back. Your skirt, leave 1/2 inch for the edges. With your zip, okay, you will stick the front of it down, okay, and then we are going to sew. So you will actually sew the back of the zip, and then what will happen is you will flip it over along with the fabric. Okay, so yeah, now it's like that. So you just do the same to the other side of the fabric, face down.